so good to me. Monday morning, it was all I hoped it would be.
All right, I'm back on the Superior hiking trail finally after a whole winter off. Waited about 6 months to get out here, but I'm back. I'm in the Duluth section actually. I'm heading towards Bardon's Peak, which as you can see behind me is 1.9 miles away. And I'm gonna backtrack from there back up to Spirit Mountain. So I'm looking at a roughly 7 to 8 mile day, something like that. So, but there's supposed to be a handful of creeks to cross, a few lookouts, some good views walking along the ridge line, looking over Duluth. So should be a good one. Let's fire it up.
I could see through all the faces telling me to find my place, and I'm so close that I can taste it on my tongue. Tell the king he's overthrown, follow where the river's flown, underneath the water cold, all overcome. Never tired and never drop, what's inside can't be stopped. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up like the sun. Light it up, light it up.
All right, I'm still on my way to Bardon's Peak, but I figured I'd take a video just to clarify to the people who, my friends and family that have been following me, any subscribers on my YouTube, not that many, but anybody that's been following me. Why is the trail going two different ways right here? I'm gonna go with what looks to be the better way. Anyway, anybody that's been following me, there's a trailblaze right there, we're good. Knows that I kind of left off last year at Tateguchi. That's kind of my next hike, about halfway up the trail. But I kind of started all this hiking on the Superior Hiking Trail to kind of just get out there into nature, get away from people for a while, kind of just be out in the middle of nowhere. So I kind of, when I started in Jay Cook. Once I kind of got close to Duluth, there's some good views up here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there we go. Now you can kind of see what I'm seeing. Anyway, I went to Duluth. I already got to Duluth, and I pretty much skipped past Duluth because I didn't want to deal with the people, didn't want to deal with the crowds. It's a city area. But once I got onto this trail last year, and I drove through Duluth so many times, and I've been on the North Shore so much now. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful views up here already. But I just wanted to, hey, here's an overlook right here. But I wanted to get away, I really did. So I skipped the Duluth section and I started up just past Duluth. So, but once I got loving this trail, loving Duluth, I started realizing what Duluth has to offer. And this kind of gives you a clue of what I was missing, of what Duluth has to offer. I mean, look what I was missing. I was skipping this, you know what I mean? And right now with the COVID virus going around and trying to stay with at least one tank of gas from my house in the Twin Cities, I figured hitting these Duluth areas, it's the perfect time. I mean, look at this. If it wasn't for the virus, I don't think I would have came back to this end of the trail until I had finished. You know what I mean? So for a nice first spring hike, no complaints. I mean, really, who's complaining with a view like that 15 minutes into my hike? So yeah, that's kind of why I'm in the Duluth section. So after this, I think I'll probably hit one more Duluth section. Then I want to hit the Duluth City Walk section, actually, where you actually go through downtown to the lift bridge. So that's kind of my plan. And for anybody that's been following my hikes, that's kind of why I'm in the Duluth section now, and I'm not way up north, halfway up the trail, kind of where I left off last season. But within two to three hikes, I plan on being in Tateguchi, which is really, I mean, almost, I'd say, probably the best part of the Superior Hiking Trail. I'm gonna hit Bean and Bear Lakes, Mount Trudy. There's so many overlooks and mountains and beautiful areas in Tetaguchi, so I'm gonna hike that entire area in one day. So, and it's the most difficult part of the trail, I'd say. So it should be fun. But I'll turn the camera off now that I've told my story. And once I get to Bardon's Peak here, and there's a view, I'll get the camera back out.
Clear, our hearts are full, breaking through impossible. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up like the sun. Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up like the sun. Light it up.
Oh, there's the first overlook at Bardon's Peak. I believe there's one more, if the wind doesn't take my phone away. But I believe there's one more overlook. I think there's two little spots to look, but I'm gonna follow the trail here and see if there's not another overlook. Is this the trail? Where am I? I think I'm off the trail. All right, let's go back over here. Oh gosh, yeah, look at the views up here. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why this trail this is a little trail people are making kind of to come up here and look. Beautiful. You can really see, gosh, you can even see the ridge lines way out there. You got Duluth down there. Gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna see if I can't follow the trail a little bit longer here to see if there's another overlook. As far as I remember in the book, the guidebook or the map, there's another overlook. I wonder if this is it. This is better than the first one. I'll show you here in a second as soon as I get out of here. Boy, you can really see the wind coming off the lake. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on camera, but look at that. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see the wind coming off the lake right there. It is just, you can tell it's howling down there. So it's howling up here. So let's see if I can't get a better picture for you. Alright. Let's see if I can't zoom in. Yeah, that's a little bit better of a picture, but you can really see the water down there. The wind is just howling today, blowing in off the lake. It's a beautiful day, just really, really windy. What a gorgeous day for a hike. Look at that view. Beautiful. Haven't seen Lake Superior in a while, so it's nice to see her out there. Looking beautiful. right, I've made it back to where I started. I've backtracked now, done my first 4 miles of the day. Did it in about an hour and a half. So with all the pictures and footage I've been taking, I feel like that's pretty good timing. Especially since I had to go uphill the whole way to Bardon's Peak. That was a little more challenging going up. And probably where I made up a lot of time was coming back down. But I have one more lookout coming. I think I crossed the Stewart Creek. And then I got one more lookout coming before I hit the Spirit Mountain area. Which kind of, crossing these creeks, brings me to my next point that I did want to bring up. I did say earlier how I'm kind of doing this trip on one tank of gas. It takes me a little over a quarter tank to get up here, a little over a quarter tank to get back home. So I fill my gas tank up and I don't stop anywhere until I get to the trailhead, and I don't stop anywhere on the way home. So basically what I'm saying is I'm crossing Stewart Creek, following along Knowlton Creek. I'm crossing 4 or 5 other little creeks today. But the creek I don't need to cross is Crybaby Creek. That's a creek I don't need to hear or see or cross. So anybody got any negative comments or opinions about what I'm doing, can scroll on, watch the next video. Because I'm being safe. It's common sense what you got to do out here. So, but once I get down or up over to this next lookout, I think it's like Stewart Knob Lookout, I will break out the camera again. All right, I just crossed the Stewart Creek Bridge, and there's a little bit slight, I don't know, maybe quarter-mile road walk that I'm gonna do. But it comes along, this is actually Skyline Parkway, and it comes along here. It kind of comes along this, I don't know what it was. Then I saw this, and I read about this guy already. This is the guy responsible for Skyline Parkway, and a lot of stuff going on in Duluth. If I remember right, it was the 1880s that he came in and tried to get the road going, and then it was not by the 20s or 30s, I think, when they finally got the road finished for Skyline Parkway. And then in the 20s and 30s, it was a road that all the teenagers came and hung out and looked out over all the views. There's not really a lot of views right here, but you can tell you're up high. But the teenagers would all bring their cars up here and party all Friday and Saturday nights and line up on the road and fill the road up. This must be like a memorial to the guy. But yeah, they would all line the road with all their probably Model Ts and have their parties up out here on Skyline Parkway all night long. So I'm sure if you did it now, the cops would be here quick. I don't know what this little pull-in area is. I don't know if it's just a turnaround area or what, but I mean, I guess it kind of gives you a view of the bridge. And that's kind of where it ends. Something broke down there, who knows? But yeah, neat little story. All right, getting to the end of the road walk here. Didn't last long, but it's got great views of the bay down below. So here we go back into the forest. Just a beautiful walk here through the woods. It's like, what a great section this is. And who would have known? I mean, if you skip the Duluth part, it's just, you're cheating yourself. You really are. This is such a great section, and so many people skip out on it. Like I said, even I was going to. So well, looks like this is the overlook that I'm going to. Came up pretty quick, a little quicker than I thought, but you can tell it's gonna be gorgeous. This is definitely a beautiful area. What's kind of neat though is, and ironic, is that you're really not out anywhere. I mean, you're in Duluth. I mean, I'm literally walking through people's backyards. People have some beautiful backyards here in Duluth, but that is the gist of this hike, is weaving in and out of people's backyards. So you really got to thank all the residents of Duluth that allow the Superior Hiking Trail to cut through their yards and their properties, so that people like me can come out here on a day like this and come out to this overlook. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, wow. Like I said, you're cheating yourself if you skip out on this section. Look at I just love the color of the trees, the spring neon green. Just gorgeous. Well, it's real nice sitting out here with this overlook, sitting on the rocks, nice warm rocks with the sun shining down. Got the nice little breeze. God, I feel like I could just sit here all day. But I still got about 3 to 4 miles probably for the day, something like that. So I'm gonna stop along a Knowlton Creek, I think, somewhere and eat lunch. So just don't want to leave. made it to a sign, which you don't usually see on the Superior Hiking Trail, but you do around Duluth. I'm actually right here then, and I come up and around right here, hit this spur trail, back to the parking lot where my truck's at. Not too much farther to go. All right, I'm getting close to the last section of this section, if you will. I'm gonna pass by the bottom of Spirit Mountain here, which Spirit Mountain actually is where is a ski hill recreation area. Something big just moved out there in the woods. But so I'll pass by the bottom of the ski hill, and then right after that I hit Knowlton Creek, and it's like about a mile hike along the side of Knowlton Creek, which should be really nice. And then after that I think it's like 0.3 miles off a spur trail to get back to the truck. But getting close to the end. It's a pretty short hike today. I should have picked something longer. But it's not even noon yet. But I can tell I'm getting towards the ski area now. You can see the ski hill behind me. I don't know if you can actually see all the markers and stuff on the ski hill. But once I get close to the bottom, I'll take some video just so everybody can get a look at the ski hill there. But when I first came in, I went to the top of the ski hill and took some pictures, and beautiful views. I'm gonna have to come skiing out here in the wintertime. Views of the St. Louis Bay and Lake Superior out there. It was just beautiful. So, but I'll break out the camera again once I get down to Knowlton Creek. Hopefully it's a scenic creek. Should be. Everything else around here is pretty damn scenic. So, see when we get there. Knowlton Creek. Made it. It's a nice creek. This whole area is nice. I can't complain about anything today. I got beautiful views today. Bunch of beautiful creeks crossing. Beautiful Knowlton Creek right here. As far as I know, I followed this for about a mile. So it's gonna be beautiful hiking along this creek. Looks like we have something here that tells us what's the water height today at Knowlton Creek. Must be important to some people. The funny part is they want you to look at the little measurement stick they have, and if you look up right there, there's their measurement stick. Can't measure the creek today.
I got a fire in me, you're gonna set to burn. We got a world to see, and all the time to learn. Oh, let's set out on our road. We'll see how far we can go.
Left my lunch spot. Had my traditional Subway sandwich that I brought with me. But you can see the ski hill behind me there. Now I'm kind of looping around that ski hill next to Knowlton Creek here. Beautiful creek along here. This is a beautiful end to the hike for the day. To just walk along the side of this creek. But getting close to the end. I already got about a mile left. And what's amazing is, I shouldn't say this yet, but what's amazing, I have not seen a single person all day. I'm in Duluth, you know what I mean, the Duluth section. I'm not city Duluth, but I'm just right outside of Duluth. And nobody all day. The only people I've heard are kids screaming and like off in the woods in the distance where you can know it's someone's backyard. I heard one kid scream, "I'm telling Dad." So that's all I've heard. And that's only been a few times, but I've mostly just been hearing sounds of nature. No people out here. It's weird. It is empty out here. But that's what I like on my Mondays. That's why Mondays are a good day to come out. Just nobody's out here. They never are. So, but walking along the edge of the creek, you see the creek down there. I don't know if, yeah. So it's beautiful sounds as you're walking on the trail here. Even though I'm going uphill, I'm getting kind of tired. But it's Spirit Mountain, so you don't get to the top of the mountain. I'm not going uphill. So, see if there's anything else cool along the trail here. I'll break out the camera again. I'm sure we'll have more views of Knowlton Creek. Knowlton Creek's the whole way along here, so we'll see.
I got a fire in me, you're gonna set to burn. We got a world to see, now it's our turn. Oh, let's set out on our road. We'll see how far we can go.
Alright, at the trailhead, there's my truck right there. You can see one other truck. I haven't seen anybody else all day. I wonder where they're at. But a really easy hike for the day. Could have gone further. It's about 1 o'clock is all, so. But it just means I get home earlier. Not a bad hike at all. Catch me on the next one.